It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Are now on second down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Right there.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He finds Coleman. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Johnson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They go play action. Kaiser. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. And that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And this one through the uprights and good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The penalty on first down backs him up 5. It's now first down and 15. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
This up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd down following the run. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And the Broncos get there and take him down. William Hayes in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Lynch. Looking deep for... Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
To throw, Kaiser, screen play, Johnson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Lynch on first down. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Kaiser. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, it's Johnson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. And he's got his man. It's Darboh. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Lynch. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell, sell, sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play.
On third down, Lynch. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Lynch. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Lynch looking to throw on second. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
On third down, Lynch. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Cleveland after this. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And they give this time to the tailback, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Lynch. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
And both defenses back on their heels. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. First down now, but that clock rolling.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down, Kaiser. Now over the middle, and it's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190. Come on, let's go. 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go. 190.
Kaiser now. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
For Kaiser. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go. 38.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Let's go.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The second quarter score from KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that. As it progresses. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Lynch. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Well, the Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 22-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. As they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage on the play back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Lynch. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Let's go. Green 39.
Throwing again. Lynch. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. That one goes for 24 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. Watch it now, Marty.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
In the red zone this time.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. 3, 9, 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the third at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Here's Lynch. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now Lynch to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And McManus able to put it through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out here in the eye. Lynch with it on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Paxton Lynch taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Play fake. Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They run the counter now on first down. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This time to the tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a third.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight. All the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
Kaiser now after the fumble recovery. And this is going to be incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. Coleman has it here right side. And he is out of bounds gains inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeves.
Come on, let's go.
First down, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nazir Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Shift together here from the D-line. Off the play fake, Kaiser. Wide open receiver complete. And the ball is knocked out. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Lynch. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go. 3-19.
Play action. It's Lynch. Rolling to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Come on, let's go.
They go play action. Kaiser. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
And tough starting field position here.
Here we go now. Green.
After the interception, here's Lynch. And some room to maneuver. They give him a gain of 37. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. the gun. Lynch. Going left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and 4.
Detroit!
Play clock winding down. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
They've got his man complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Jake Bunt. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
The Browns on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Well, time not on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Broncos on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
Lynch to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They go to Johnson again. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down to move it closer. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick here is good. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth now in Minneapolis. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Cleveland, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.